Hello guys, welcome back to my 20-gallon extra high project, or nano reef that is starting. First things first, I want to apologize for not documenting the nitrogen cycle, because I lost my grandfather. He raised me, and I wouldn't be the man that I am today if it wasn't for him. And the loss has taken a very big toll on me, and my family has sent me to therapy, and I've been doing better. Sorry for my scratchy voice. I think I'm getting sick. Well, I don't want to talk about that. Just want to apologize for not documenting the nitrogen cycle, or finishing up the nitrogen cycle. Where I left off was the ammonia process, and I just didn't have it in me for doing the nitrite and the nitrate. So I'm very, very, very sorry for that. Anyways, let's get right back to it. It's been 5 weeks now, and the nitrogen cycle has completed. Right now the nitrate is at 25, 20, I believe it was 20, actually 20 that I did this morning. And I put in a few frags there. This frag over here, actually a buddy of mine gave me, is not doing too good at all. It actually did suffer from the power outage on him as well. So there's only one head over here and one there, very tiny. This camera is very autofocus sensitive, so can't really zoom into too much. So it's got one there, one on the bottom, one to the right, and then one on the back. To be honest, I don't even know what it is. I think it's a tricolor branching coral. But I went to his house, and I saw how badly it was struggling, and I said to him, you mind if I take it for my 29-gallon extra high? Sorry, my 20-gallon extra high. And he said, sure. It's dying anyway. What else can I do? And I said to myself, it's just for document's sake. I am not going to accept defeat. And he encouraged me on that and empowered me, and I really appreciate it. He knows what I'm going through, and that's it. I took it, and I am not going to accept defeat. I will try my best to bring this coral back to life. So that's that upon that guy right there. These frags right here is leftover frags from my 55 when it was doing not too great from the power outage. They actually have recovering pretty good. I branched them off, I fragged them out, and cut off all the dead branches. And these are teal candy canes, or teal trumpets. They're not doing too bad at all. Especially this guy right here. I don't know if you can really see him too good, because this camera autofocus is really bad. So anyways, those two are doing great. This one actually is recovering. I mean, it was to a point where you didn't see nothing, and that one is just the same. You couldn't see nothing. So they are recuperating, and I'm very happy about that. I have a strip here of green star polyps. Please autofocus. There we go. And they're very easy to care for. I just put them into that rubble rock there, so you can start branching out and spreading out into that rock. And then over here, these guys are pretty much the famous black holes, or buttholes, that I started 5 years ago when I started my 29-gallon tank when I went to Reef. If you guys has watched my videos 5 years ago, that was butthole that my fiance called it, because it just looked like a butthole. It never wanted to open, and it was black. And due to the camera coloration back at the time, it just appeared black, but it always looked this way. And obviously, in this little rock rubble there, I believe I have there about good 15, 16, 17 heads, give or take. In my 55, I have well over 60 heads, and it started from just one. So they're easy to take care of for. Growth-wise, or the way they spread, in 4 or 5 years, they don't spread too fast, but they do awesome, and they're very, they're very hardy, to tell you the truth, because no matter how much stress I, accidentally have put my tank into, they have survived. So button corals, that's a win-win. They're very easy. I can recommend them to anybody. This is the live rock that I started the cycling process. As you can see, he's got a lot of sponges. And for now, I'm just gonna keep it there. I don't know if I'm gonna take it out or not. For now, I'm just gonna keep it there, continue to leave it there. Hopefully, it'll spread out more life onto the dry rock, and I'm starting to see little diatoms. After 5 weeks, I didn't turn on the light, maybe once or twice. That's it. That's about it. Doing testings, more or less. That's when I turn the lights. Anyways, speaking of lights, I switched my 55-gallon lights, and I put this bad boy back in here. Now, I know it looks bulky as hell because this light fixture is 30 inches long, and this tank is 20 inches wide, or long per se. Yes, it's 20 inches long. 20 inches long, 24 inches high, and 11 inches deep, which is a very small tank. That's why they call it 20-gallon extra high. So, the fixture itself is ridiculous. It's 30 inches for this tank, but the light bulbs itself is 24 inches long. So if this doesn't really bother me too much, that it just sticks out like that, I might just leave it there. This light fixture has been solid for me. It's 4 bulbs of ATI. I have Actinic there, and ATI Blue Plus, Coral Plus, and a 10K. And that's the result. It looks very good. I'm not really a big fan of blue tint. I mean, I like it, but to an extent. I mean, it can't be too blue. Not for full display purposes. That's not my style. I'd rather see the full coloration. What else? My power head, my skimmer is doing great. My refusion is doing great. It's actually maturing pretty good. That's about it. I still don't have any fish there. I have a hermit crab going around. He's doing this thing. It's not really much diatoms. I want to get some snails here because my glass does get full of diatoms, and yeah, I need to get some snails for that. But I don't think I'll be putting too much hermit crabs into this tank, because I put in, if I remember correctly, in my 29-gallon tank when I started that, I put in about 50 hermit crabs, and that created a nightmare. Most of them died on me. Back then I didn't know too much about reefing. All I had was my year of experience of fish only with fake decor. It wasn't even live rock, it was just fake decor, and you can see that in my previous videos from 5 years ago. What else? So yeah, maybe I'll just put about 15 hermit crabs in here and call it a day, because I don't think I'm even gonna put much more live rock into this tank. I actually do like the height of it. I know for cleaning purposes, where I gotta clean and vacuum the crushed coral, that's gonna be a problem because it is high and it's on my desk. This is my computer desk. So, you know, the reason why I actually have started this tank was because, you know, I work nights. I work 6 at night, 6 to 4 in the morning. So, you know, I don't really enjoy my 55 gallon anymore. You know, I keep maintenance on it and stuff like that. When I come home, everything is off. I can't really enjoy it. The water changes at that time and everything else, but I really don't enjoy it. You know, it's in my living room, and I don't want to change the light patterns because I do have company here sometimes, and actually quite often, and I don't want to ruin the light cycle for them just for my purposes when my 55 gallon in my home is my display tank. It's my true tank, so that everybody can enjoy it. That's the reason why I keep it like that. And this is my personal little reef tank. So to be honest, if that light doesn't bother me, if it's for my personal purpose, so I can have some entertainment, some kind of, you know, things to look forward when I come home, then this is it. This is just for me, and also for you guys. So I will be continue going on with this tank. One thing for sure, I would like to see if you guys can recommend me any corals, any fish, because I was thinking of putting this tank up for YouTube recommendations and going up forward from there. What kind of corals you like to see in it, what kind of fish you would like to see in it. And to be honest, you know, with my current situation of what I'm going through, you know, you guys can help me out too. And this is very a therapeutic hobby also for people that are into stress and depression and all that. So I really would love your guys' support to help me with this process, and you know, benefit all of us. You know, at least that's how I would like to see it, like that. Anyways, guys, I don't want to keep rambling. Stay reefing, because that's how we stay alive. We stay united, we will achieve. And I am not going to accept defeat with this guy. I would love to see him to its full potential one day again. And that right now is my goal. That guy right there. Don't know what it is, but one day I will. That's how I'm gonna look at it. Anyways, guys, later.